I know, right? We're doing the low poly droids. I've never actually gotten to play with these. I'm just like, screw it.
If I can't get what I'm aiming at.
I've got 16 30 rounds. I've also got some high capacity energy.
Disappoints me that a lot of you haven't taken.
Probably grab some more cable ties.
On the way.
Good, good.
Which ones? The GL version?
Yeah. Any of them.
Why does this thing sell stun magazines?
On the way.
You mean?
The DC-15A starts stun magazines, apparently.
That would be your secondary magazine.
I'm going back to it.
I'm.
Eh.
Waiting orders.
Yes, I'm ready.
For some reason I started with stun.
So who y'all got in the gulag?
Amade'ye
Kobe
destur at.
or Kim Jong-un?
I don't know. Okay.
Yo, what is with the memes of Kim Jong-un's sister, bro? Seriously.
Dude, everyone lusting over his sister, man. New leader of the communist world, man.
Been through the
This
fucking
is
North Korean
communist
dictator.
world.
True
Dynasty.
Kim Jong-un's sister.
Yeah, no.
Also, undead.
Trump starts peace negotiations, calling him a symbol.
Oh my god.
Minigun thing?
Yay for commies.
If we can move through it, you
Yay
can
for
shoot, that's
commie.
how it works.
Thanks for the 13-month resub, Degs. I hope you enjoyed today's off and hope you got a kick out of this. Alright, gather around, boyos. It's time for the brief.
Who's who? Are you? This is he.
I, me?
Shut up. Shh.
And off he goes.
Amade'ye destur at.
Alright, so if you all open your maps, we're at the bottom right at the accuser. However you pronounce that. All of you know I'm bad at English. And we're going to be doing some surgical strikes on this little separatist-held island. Since we're ARC troopers, we're only going to be focusing on the important areas. And we're going to leave the laggy mess of the city to the main force. So, here is what we're going to be doing today. Break. We are going to be sabotaging their main HQ and their airfield today. So, first thing we're going to do is hit their HQ and just, completely cut off their chain of command. So, at the Phase 1 marker, in that base, there are 2 T-Series droids. For those of you who don't know what a T-Series droid is, they're very easy to spot. They're flat-hatted, big heads, it's easy. But, find those and kill them. Once that's done, board your lats, and you're going to go to the airfield and F it up. Unfortunately, since I'm bought out by Disney because this is a Star Wars mission, I'm not allowed to say fuck. Oh shit, well, I'm fired. Anyway, again, your objectives. Kill 2 T-Series droids at Phase 1. Go up Phase 2. Easy. Any questions?
Wait, capture or kill?
I said kill, like twice. I'd say capture, but you guys shot the black one last time, and Disney cut my funding, so thank you.
Not our fault. It looks different. Don't shoot it.
Hey, give us credit. We caught the red one at least.
You guys brought the wrong.
Congrats, you got the Indian one. I'm so proud of you. Anyway. Now I gotta go ask my mods to delete this stream, because I'm probably gonna be banned for racism. I love it. Okay. Tootie. Get on that!
I'm a kid.
Ready for orders.
Wait, you are. That's you are.
Who's ground command?
Ready for orders.
There's no
ground command.
There's no ground command.
Cool.
It's gonna be a mob of people.
You don't need a plan, you just need to kill.
Hey, Tootie! Tootie, delete the VOD!
SL's come over
The
to
feds are on to us!
here.
Delete the VOD!
Wrong channel.
SL's come over, we're gonna talk a little bit.
Wrong channel.
Probably want to close.
Seems like there was something more substantial.
Delete the VOD!
Proceed on with mission towards Phase 2, yeah? That's what I just said. English is hard.
Get off. Don't touch me.
Which is better, the C-type or the back?
Waiting
They will
orders.
drop us in. We'll jump and land at the front gate.
Gonna organize that after this is done.
I thought he flew off the ship for a second.
Well, he's gonna eat all
Perfect.
of them,
Which
so...
ladder are we getting in?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you.
We
Yeah,
don't care about
1 out of like 20. So, because coronavirus happened, they kicked us off of campus. So, I'm living with my mom again. It's
Which round
great.
are we getting in?
But we'll be moving out sometime September. Hopefully when Corona's gone, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of there's a lot of spicy language said, and if Disney ever finds out, I'm going to
Do we have a JTAC?
they're going to send Mickey Mouse on steroids against me, and I'm going to probably get oofed. So hashtag save Liru 2020
Pilot 22
before he gets attacked by Mickey Mouse. No, living with family's fun, especially when you're all together and, you know, you're a lot like your mother, so you butt heads easily and end up having these, like, massive fights over the dumbest little thing. Totally okay.
6 months. Hashtag save Liru 2020.
Right, Farkle, thanks for the 6-month resub. We have 3 more months to figure out what we're going to call the baby. I hope you keep enjoying the Ops, man, and I hope you get a kick out of this one, and I hope you are staying safe, both you and your loved ones, during this crazy, crazy time that is Corona-chan.
50 check. Good check.
Same with you, Nim.
It's Amy.
Weren't you in the op? No, but you crashed. You didn't come back. Nim, get back in the op. JK, I'm not going to pressure you. Like you pressure Az. You're feeling like ass? I got it. Well, you get to watch these guys either get massacred or do really, really well. And either way, I hope it's do really well. Anyway, we have 2 lats that have taken off here. One being a backup. One being filled with dudes. And the mission is a go. Okay. And they're going to probably just do a rough airdrop here. Already taking fire by those turrets. And they jumped late, so they're going to be over this. Some immediately putting their shoots down. You're seeing that first jump. And some already getting shot by the droidicas here. Nimia giving out 5 subs as well. Noise. If you got a sub from Nim, make sure to thank her. Otherwise, I hope you guys keep enjoying the ops. And I hope you get a kick out of this. So some of them landing in the trees, they're fixing that.
All ground elements, this is Bravo. We've hit the dirt, we're assaulting from the western side.
And here we go. Some of them have the Z6 out. Oh my god. It's basically the Halo rocket launch. He's putting a shield down too. Who is this? That's Karn, the absolute Chad. Got some guys up here. Have this thing move around. Dr. Boom, he is in the open on his own, getting shot at, trying to back off. You're seeing some of these AATs start to fire. I'm going to quickly remote this guy, back him up, get him in that firing lane. And you also have the lat up there.
All squads, we have a tank in the center of the compound.
And just took a shot at the lat. And looks like he is down here doing his best. Flabbit, Lord right there, deployed way late. I just heard something get shot down. Oh, wow. Undead came in, looks like on a suicide mission, and took out my gunships and one of my AA pieces. Meanwhile, rockets are going in. They're taking out that light droid. One of the bodies goes flying down the hill. Look at this Chad. Oh, he stopped. All right. Meanwhile, so Lord, he's probably hurt. No, I don't see any blood on him. All right, he's good. But yeah, it looks like he hit the ground just before he did the drop. And already the bodies are beginning to mass. These guys taking heavy fire from this AAT turret here. And you hear that massive hold fire command. That's because one of the squads who's been heavily injured is pretty much trying to get their guys. It's just an Arma feature. Now you're having some stun rounds come out. And Karn is trying to outfly these two things. He actually managed to get a shot off. He's using the Z6, that's why. Rocket went out, hit the front armor, wasn't too effective. And the third one missed. So yeah, it needed that third shot. I told him I needed the colored AATs. They probably are going to need, you know, multiple shots, and there we go. So So Karn, he's going to get back here, might start doing some bandaging. I do have these special boyos to send. I'm going to track them around and send them up.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
And I do have this droideka right here, though they are getting that minimal firing range.
We've started clearing on the western side. If I had to guess, the droid.
Some of these guys have also been engaged.
Northeast.
Good copy. We're currently moving in eastward and we'll start moving northern.
Undead has gone down. He's a pilot, and he's got a squad shield down. This guy shoots from the top laser, so this will be interesting to see if he starts shooting at Undead right there, but he's in the thicket. Surprised he survived that crash, actually. Meanwhile, these guys, we've seen some squad shields go down. And you're hearing some heavy fire come down. But I can't determine from what angle. I think this AAT came out. Yep, so it's shooting at him from the rear. And I'll be sending some QRF in a little bit. Now, I am going to... So there's the LAT respawning. The issue is that shield's eventually going to run out, but it looks like it's actually firing up at Obi's arc up there. So he's, I guess, waiting for them to call cast down. Meanwhile, you have Skelly, who flew up here, fighting with some B1s. They're set to defend only. That's why they're not firing back again, because once you eliminate a certain amount of these guys, they go to defend only. And these guys are set to defend only, too. They're probably... So, what's happened here is because that aircraft flew so low, all of the AI just automatically got set to defend only, because that's an Arma tactic. Because, you know, what are they going to do against an aircraft? So, Pilot, finally AI decided to fire, so Pilot went down. And now that I'm shifting some of these guys to defend only, and you just hear the Pilot that's reinserted, now the AI are going to start shooting back.
Did you get the exact same laps?
Yeah, the same one.
Yes, because none of them... That's why I gave you the planes, because none of the lats have any good A to A, so that's why you have a lat to cover you. Or arc, or Y-wing to cover. Technically an arc, but you get what I mean. So anyway, that droideka is saving face here. Prozzy is trying to get adjusted so he can take out this AAT. The issue is he was getting pinned down by a droideka, and now that droideka's shooting over at Jason Gray here. Karn is hit, so Back in Black's doing his best to work on him. All these guys have medical perms. And they're firing over at that far droideka, which is good to see. I'm going to quickly come over here, spawn some more B1s, and have them come down as QRF. Just down Main Street for some easy shooting. Looks like another lat respawn. Let me make sure it's not blowing up at base. Alright, cool. So both of the lats were shot down, interestingly enough. But they did take out the boat, which is good. So when I see the battle start to die down, I'll start spawning more stuff over there.
Destroyed, working on second.
They got that tank hit. They still haven't noticed this droideka up here. And it is honestly... It's trying to keyhole poor Jason here. Someone's shooting up at that droideka with some sort of minigun. Yep, the Z6. So Pogo got hit. Skelly was forced to move. But they got to use high mags with their rifles in order to take that out, or call in for air support, because otherwise it's just going to bombard them. Looks like Ems is vaulting up here, using his jetpack to flank this thing. But the gun is looking right at him. He is close to it, taking a lot of heat for it, but he manages to do it. I wonder how many injuries he has. I'm not seeing any blood, but that can be going through the map. Because on rooftops, blood sometimes goes down, so he's been hit quite a few times. But he's still going for it. He's wearing a medical helmet, too, and he's getting shot at by the B1s. That's funny. So, we've got a lat over here on station. I'm not sure if they're using 5-0 or 5-5 to do this. Yeah, rest in peace, Falmork. He was a great guy. Valmork was one of the swap devs who unfortunately passed away a few months ago. But anyway, Lat comes in, takes that out. Lat is now going for that droideka. Excellent. Gets literally sniped off the building.
working on dealing with enemy tanks to our north.
That was great.
We had a man down southern.
Oh, M's had his helmet on? That's fair.
Yes, sir, I'm just checking, is your...
Barkle, thanks for the 420. I hope you keep enjoying everything. Yeah, come back to TSB and have a chat, have a time, man. We're doing this every Wednesday for the foreseeable future because I'm trying to develop everyone's love for swap stuff back again. Well, yeah, for the record, any of the 501st custom helmets, I let the player base take. Air, you on net? Because that's your job.
Yeah, I'll know about it.
So, hey, here's one of the commando droids. These guys are tough to take down. You have to get some support on them. And it is quadruple tapping Easel. Unfortunately, he met face first with that guy. Hearing some rocket strikes go in. Arc doing a strafe on this place over here. Didn't seem to hit any of his targets. And he hits the... He hit the windmill! Oh, he hit the windmill! There he go! Off the cliff, that boy! And the Arc parks itself on a ridge. Oh. Hey, Obi, how'd that windmill do for you? What? Was it a CIS windmill?
Yes, it was. It was
Ah. It was a very hostile windmill. I can attest to that.
I hope I got it down, that bastard.
Yeah, you got the windmill. There's unfortunately like one more next to it. So if you want to hit that one next, be my guest.
Absolutely. Bomb it to hell.
Pro gamer move. Damn right. So, T-Series are still over there. But this attack, is starting to die down. We'll watch it for a few more minutes, and then I'll start quickly building up that next AO. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to delete one of these gunships and bring it in the air, give something for air to have to worry about. So, we are going to scroll down, go to CIS Faction, go to Helicopters, make sure they're crewed by clicking that button, and now I'm going to send this thing over here. Now, it's not actually going to shoot at the infantry, though that turret might. So, there's no air on station right now, though, so this might get messy. Excuse me. So what I am going to do to guarantee it flies over there is set to careless hold fire. Otherwise, it's going to home in on the aircraft. Looks like air actually took out my 2 turrets right there. That's a good call. Meanwhile, Karn is up here. He's stunned a few of them. Guess he was down to a secondary mag. He's got a front shield up here as he's reloading his Z6 and bandaging himself. That's pretty funny. Pogo, Skelly, and Zoper over here shooting at a single droid over here. Just one of the standard... That is a crew droid for one of the... vehicles.
Ground forces is
you have a lot of QRF coming down right here.
Would like an LZ.
So the reason they're shooting at that
Can't give you an LZ.
droid is because sometimes they don't actually get the destroyed texture. We get it on Zeus, but sometimes the destroyed texture isn't seen on the thing. So when I see that, I just delete it, and then I remind them at the end of the app of, hey, sometimes that happens. So just be aware of it in the future. I am going to... There's the Arc 170 spawning back in against 2 minutes and a half for them to respawn. I'm going to send some B2s down. These B2s are stuck on the walk animation, so they'll be coming in. And I'm also going to do... Let's go to... Not turrets, it's heavily armored infantry. Let's get a movable droidica. And have the movable module go in. Fun fact... That was actually originally my concept, and they added it in. I caused a big stir, though, because when some people made it, they did it improperly. They didn't set this guy to a forced walk, so you would have sprinting droidicas run around murdering players, and I'm like, oh. Honestly, that's the day I realized that not all Zeuses have the same amount of common sense. So that's an invisible turret to represent the front guns. I can only hope it's, actually putting some shots on these guys. Someone has found and eliminated the 2 T-Series droids over there.
One of our men has already killed them all.
Yep, you already killed both.
That would have been nice to know 5 minutes ago.
I know, I just got informed.
Alright, so it looks like my poly squad here despawn. So when I spawn these in, I'm just making sure they don't have any Mozes, because I have a personal gripe about using vanilla equipment in
Ground unit, this is a lot orbiting
an
overhead.
op that makes it
need a pickup.
how do I word this? I don't like using stuff that's not part of the time period, unless I find a decent reason for it. That's why I'm for the
Bravo would
700th,
like to
for
get out of
example.
here since that's not our objective to clear the compound.
Good copy then.
I am using some vanilla vehicles for the
Bravo
700th,
is
but I'm
flying
having a guy
southwest away from
re-script them
contact.
so they look more
A firm LZ will be to the south
whatchamacallit.
of the compound on the
So they actually look like the 700th. So it's engaging both of them. Arc 170 is trying to do a strafe on him. Almost rams him. Gets most of him down. That's good to see.
Ground units, be advised, until we deal with the enemy air presence, we're not going to be able to land.
Let's also get some boats going around too. That gives air some more stuff to do after they land, because they already got all these to contest. And then I'll go back to body deletion when they take care of everything. So I will admit, guys, this will be a short op, because these are just meant to, you know, have a little bit of fun on a Wednesday afternoon. But I'll be done building this next section of the AO. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but it was a little framey over there. So I just, you know, try to have these AOs spawned once at a time. Because, you know, there's some ops in some communities with servers where they can handle, you know, everything spawned in at once. And then there are some places where they cannot. And because of how messy the, you know, original swap mod is, even with some R&D additions, it can still be a little bit framey. Which is why I limit these ops to be about, you know, 30 people. Because it's nice that way. Doing OWT after... What's OWT? I feel like I should know what that means, but I don't because I'm, You guys know I'm stupid. It's okay. You can say it. Gonna have a green bean king AAT right here, because, you know, why not? I'm not gonna do MMTTs today. You know, actually, no. I'll put that chat in the middle. Big air target. We'll put them right here. And let's see. I will make some patrols and stuff. Yeah, so these guys do spawn
Flat
turrets.
pilot, Alpha, I believe, is all in. Bravo is all in. Charlie's all in.
But a copy of it won't, because it doesn't copy the scripts over when you control pace.
Flat pilot, if you can, linger before we do our next drop. We got medical, we got to perform.
Oh, that dragged the other B2. Let's quickly fix that. And they're already loading up, so I'm going to quickly throw down some patrols. And let's do another garrison over here. And then let's see if we can squeeze in one more medium AAT. With crew, preferably, just to be kind of like out. Ah! Didn't click. That's fine. Sometimes you'll click it, but, you know, it doesn't detect it because things are a bit laggy, so you gotta trade them out a bit. So anyway, we're gonna start deleting bodies over here, help alleviate frames. Some of the units that are falling back because they're running out of the town, we'll go ahead and get rid of... Oh, that's where my squad went that I spawned over there. It ran through town. And as I cut down on these AI, things will be a little, you know, less laggy. Which is always good. And we got a flipped AAT back here. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I can just blanket delete everything. Anyway, Arc 170 flying by. Trying to put rockets on this MTT. It doesn't work, unfortunately. And I'm actually going to...
Alpha's out.
Jumping.
We're going to scramble these bad boys. Give Air something crazy to do. So, units are now jumping back up. You're hearing another bombing run going out as some of these guys are landing. Looks like it didn't do any damage, thankfully. And these guys getting stuck in the fall animation, so it's adjusting itself. I'm glad that they're figuring that out. Seen some rockets go down on these MTTs. That HMP gunship getting sniped immediately. Other two coming up now. And third one getting hit by that dude Z6. The Z6 is such a meme gun. I love it. And we got these boats coming out. Just saw a lot of rounds go off. It's because he was trying to challenge that King AAT, but it didn't really do a scratch. You got that position back here, and a lot of B1s out here. Seen a lot of rockets going out in this MTT.
Are you inside that airfield?
51%. That rocket caused 6% damage because it was 4-9. This thing is an armored tank. There's an option to deploy droids. I'm not going to do that because that can be a little buggy. Plus, we have a decent amount down. Yeah, look at him. He's jumping in a panic because this thing's turning around because it's mad. Now, if this was an actual 501st stop, I'd probably take him and try to run units over, but nah. No, I think that was far enough. If I had Blue 4 a little closer to that, I probably wouldn't have spawned them as close. Now we have this mobile B1 that's going around. I'll have it fold in here. Now, again, I gotta check these B1s to see if air freaked them out, and it looks like they did, so I gotta now go to all these assets, make sure they're not set on careless hold fire. Oh, he's on defend only. That's really cute. No, I want you to come in.
Break, be advised, Bravo is currently located south end of the runway. We're going to proceed north, clearing out hangars as we go.
Good copy. The South Alpha is a little bit spread out here and there, but we're currently...
Also, fun fact, this op does kind of showcase how OP their ARC Trooper armor is.
Copy that.
As of about February-ish is when I made the localized copy.
There is some sort of airfield with fighters at the western side of the airfield. Sorry, at the end of the runway.
So now these B1s come in.
Air, this is Alpha.
Looks like they lost another lat.
Currently west of our position.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete these destroyed Vics there. Did I cut his fuel? No, I did not.
Pardon me, northwest.
This puppy's coming in. Yeah, so as you can see, they can literally just tank the armor and be fine. You still have some people go down here and there, but I need to find a way to make that armor less OP. Now, who wants to see me be a little bit of a jerk? The mission's outdated? Oh, gosh darn it. I apologize, guys, if the mission's outdated. That's just, whatchamacallit. That's just Twitch acting up. There we go. I'm gonna press all the buttons. That knocked him up a bit. Oh, he hit it in the back left pocket. Yeah, so fun fact, I'm not even sure if I have an AAT still alive. Yeah, the critical spot is this little noggin right here, under the blast cap. You hit that with PLX. If it's a normal one or a light one, like this one's a normal, medium one, normal one, whatever, it'll insta-kill it. Oh yeah, Twitch, I mean, Monday, I was streaming to like 150 dudes, and then Twitch just crashed. So it's like, oof, you know? It's just, with Twitch and YouTube, I don't care anymore. I'm here so these guys have fun. I'm here so you guys watch these guys having fun. I'm here because I like Zeusing. Whatever else that happens is great, but, you know, this is my job. And I like this job. Oh, some of the B1s are literally running into the water because of the air assets freaking them out. That's pretty based. So, these boats are down. And a rocket run came down, destroyed that MTT. Little lag spike there for it blowing up. Hey, the server's still up, and that's all that matters. And you got some of the guys that have come out now. But, Killer Pujo, thanks for the 3-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this operation. So these guys that I hit with rockets, they are getting hurt a little bit. Oh, there's a few rebels that... Oh, I know why. Heck. So, that's because this Invisible Vic is a Rebel Vic, so it looks like they, by default, have those things set to Rebel instead of droids in their config. That's pretty based. Yeah, and that's why we're doing some of these ops, because it's also some concept testing.
Hey, get in the lat. You wanna know what else sucks? Why wait?
Not sure if you heard that, but when the pilot just said, hey, you know what else sucks? Y-wings.
On the way.
Squad, be advised, we have commandos coming in west.
Commandos coming in west. I don't have any commandos down. Airstrike just came in, wounded one of the B1s, but nothing more really there. I'm gonna say these guys have fled.
On the way. On the way.
These guys have fought a few of the B2s up here. B2's lost. Let's see, 301, it's only been like 30 minutes. But 30 minutes of just non-stop firefight action, which is always fun. So what I think I'm gonna do for next week is get rid of the Z6 because it's just simply too OP. Look at this chat. He's just jumping around the freaking squad shield. I might also get rid of that squad shield too. Thank you. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, rebels went down. This is high. Send message.
Are we allowed to steal the enemy's airbase?
Technically no, because they're droid brains, so there's no, like, cockpit for you to take.
Copy that.
Just casually locking all the vehicles. Casually locking all the vehicles. There's no really good way for me to, like, bring Vix down, so... Their job is to just do a bunch of damage in here, so...
Good copy, Charlie. Bravo SL back in the AO. Copy that.
Alright, let's do a bit of a BS thing, but just so I can keep the AO difficulty a bit. Honestly, the winds will probably blow these guys way north, but... Again, good for concept op testing. All stations on this net be advised. Break. Droid banking clan frigates have been detected in high orbit, possibly bringing QRF to your position. Be careful, over.
Good copy. Squad, be advised.
Check net, check net.
Banking clan forces. Wrong net.
Alright, who's ready for something? This got me in a lot of trouble in this 501st. Not because I did it, but because everyone started doing it, but I literally, like, drove an MTT off of a separatist banking clan frigate and landed it in the AO. And then every Zeus started doing it, and everyone got sick of it, but... Let's repeat that here. Because the B1s were way off. Plus, since we have 40k in the mod set, it actually gives it a little, like, grab shoot here.
Alpha's regrouping at lats.
Those things aren't amphibious. Okay, mathematical calculation off of XYZ at that range. It's going to land at about that area, so if we want it to land on the Hainer, we got to put it over here.
This is Arc Fighter. You have incoming enemies directly above the airfield.
And then put in some AATs for good measure. Keen AATs. Why? Because I'm a jerk.
Alpha is up and loaded.
I do like the 40k grab shoots.
Bravo's all in.
Oh yeah, and in our community, we'll let people in the frickin' lat turret balls. I just gotta remind people when they're flying them to, when it lands, they need to lift that thing up. Air, this is high. Just as a reminder, when you actually land the lat, make sure the guys in the turret balls are facing upward, because if they face downward when you land, you might Arma yourself.
I have guys in my turret balls.
Oop. Oh, he just shot the grab shoot out. Caused it to lose a few bit. The lat balls. I mean, I got a deep fried little pigs in a blanket wrapped in cornbread. Roger, confirming all forces RTB. Stand by for index. Oh, shush, Tootie, they're great. So watch this. I'm going to take a little bit of flack because I'm going to say it was too short.
Paste. I shot on all 3 gunships with a fucking rocket launcher Gatling.
So, some things to say. These ops right now, since this was the second one we've done, again, it's to, like, kind of just, you know, get our bearings for the mod set and the capabilities of it. In the clone trooper fashion. So things I threw at you today, I used the low poly droids, and I noticed that we did get some better performance in Temblin, but I'll have to review the RPT. I also used some of the more specialized guys, so their version of B2s, which are forced on walking but do a little more damage. And let's see, I used the black B1 commando droids, which hurt. You can't win a fight in those one-on-one because they just tank too much damage and their gun shoots like crazy. I did a little more air-to-air today, and air did well, especially with the ARC 170. I used an MTT today. It was actually armed. Those things are tanky as hell. Normally you have to have air, like, mag dump it. That's why they're seldom used. And, let's see. There was a glitch today. apparently the CIS artillery the thing that actually spawns the artillery is a rebel thing, but it's hidden, except for the actual like rocket tubes. But when you wound it, rebels get out. So now I know that to replace that crew anytime I use it. And I think that was it, but we'll go over stuff in open debrief. What I've also realized, and in talking with a few people that are ex-arcs from the 501st, is I might have to tweak your armor to take a little less damage, not completely nullified, but a little less, because their armor compared to all the standard clone troopers, which I based this op on, because last week I said we'll either do arc if it's this amount or general op if it's this amount. It's a little overpowered. Also, I'm probably going to get rid of the Z-6X because that's just a meme gun, let's be honest.
No.
I'm sorry. But otherwise, let's take it from the top. Alpha, your thoughts?
Alpha fuck shit up.
Awesome. That it?
Squad performed very well and had a lot of fun.
Cool. Bravo, your thoughts?
Couple of things that I want to take away from this op is I felt like I was talking on the wrong frequency half the time when I was using 50. I never heard anyone respond to anything I said until finally one of my guys went and found Alpha and talked to you guys. Secondly, I didn't know Charlie existed until halfway through the second objective, so that would have been nice to know. All in all today, communications were shit, to say the least. I mean, shit still got done because we throw bodies at things and that's how TSP does things, but communication could have been 10 times better in every way and shape of the word. So if you have a long range and you're squad leading or if you're in an asset, please just talk on 50. It doesn't matter what it is. If you just want to tell me that you're engaging shit to the east, then I know, okay, they have that handled. But when it's silent on 50 for most of the op, and then I have to personally request, hey, have you guys seen the T-Series droids? And then you tell me, oh yeah, we already killed them. That kind of pisses me off. Like, that was our sole objective, and who knows when that was done. So you could have told me that, and then we could have gone and left 5 minutes earlier for all I know. So please just communicate.
No, I won't eat on stream, so
if you have a long range. Other than that, I mean, like you said, we did things very quickly today. So it was a nice, short and sweet op, but all in all, fun all the same. Nothing more on my part.
Charlie.
Charlie did pretty well. Good squad communication between all. We just supported everywhere we could. Nothing else, really.
All right, do we have a Delta?
Don't believe so.
Cool. Pilots.
I had fun, as usual. Obviously, solo crewing the lats is, like, you only mainly use the cannons, but I got a chance to actually use the ATGMs, which I used to take up on the MTTs. Took like 2 or 3, so I don't know if it's actually that tanky. The other one was powered down, got killed as well. So.
Real quick to interrupt, that MTT was easy for you because someone landed and emptied like 3 or 4 missiles in it, and then someone else started emptying 3 or 4 missiles in it. So in total, that's like 10 or 12, you know. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but the second one died quite quickly.
Yep, it's okay, Games.
Cannons, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I literally put 12 missiles into it.
Because those things aren't meant for infantry to take out. Those are massive freaking tanks. Those are meant for like air to take out. Next pilot.
Yeah, hi. I was your ARC pilot, the one who took out the very hostile windmills. I flew around trying to maintain 2 kilometers until I saw flying shit coming for you. Quickly figured out that the ARC's AA missile either isn't properly set up or my controls are not set up, and promptly tried to kill it with guns. Worked, and I just stayed in the air.
All right, do we have a third pilot? Because I thought we did.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Y-Wing, they're hard to fly, a lot harder than you think. Yeah, you saw that, didn't you?
No, when I tested it, I know you have to get out, in order to get out of the hangar, you have to vector at like the right altitude, because if you overshoot it, you're not going to notice, and then you'll like fly in the top of the hangar. This
Well,
is
no,
why we're
that-
practicing.
the thing is, I got out of the hangar.
Okay.
That wasn't the problem. The problem is, as soon as I vectored up a bit more, I went to stall speed and smacked into the water.
Cack. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're a bit of a bitch to fly, but that's why we have these ops, so you can learn.
Yep. But otherwise, yeah,
testing,
nothing to report.
All right.
Flew around, shot shit.
Last thing I'll say, because I forgot, droidicas, dwarf spider droids, and spider droids, if they're destroyed, I'll get a destroyed animation. You guys won't. So it might look like after the off's going on that the thing is still alive. So if you're like shooting missiles in them and they just randomly delete, that's because it's already destroyed. And I'm just getting rid of it so you know it's not a threat. So don't freak out. I'll try to be a bit more quick on deleting those wrecks. I was just busy commentating and having fun watching you guys slaughter everything. So
it seems to be if you see them blow up, you get the destroyed texture.
yeah, but if you don't, then you don't. And the I say this because the spider droids in the first compound were taken out immediately by a kamikaze aircraft, and but most of the players were too busy like outside the compound to see it. So later, someone came up with the PLX and shot at one. It was already dead, so I quickly deleted it, and that's why I bring it up. Anyway, give me a second. I'm gonna cut my stream, and then we'll do open floor. BRB. All right, and that is not, I guess I say again, not going to be it for me today. We're going to be back tonight at 8 o'clock for another 506 Gulf War op. It will either be Armor or Highway of Death. Up to them. So Highway of Death will be a CBRN thing, and Armor will be, M1A1s taking on Armor. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Hopefully, I'll see you in like 5 hours. Otherwise, enjoy your Wednesday. Stay safe and operate operationally. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.